Hey, everybody, and welcome to tonight's Let's Talk Autism with Autism and Us. If you are brand new to the Let's Talk Autism, what this is all about is us learning, sharing, and supporting one another. Um, if you are in the chat, I'm going to put the link in for you, Mr. Charles. Um, if you have a question, you want to share some good news, some bad news, that's what it's all about. Us learning, sharing, and supporting. For those of you who don't know me, I am Nita. I am one of the admins of this wonderful establishment, and we are waiting on Linda. She should be joining us, and Mr. Charles. There's Linda. Hey, Linda. She has her mic muted. There she is.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, Teresa. How are you? Mr. Charles, I put the link in there for you. Oh, there you are. Hey, Cynthia.
Hey, Charles.
Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Susanna. Hi, Linda.
Hey,
Anita.
Santa. Hi, Sandra. How are you? Karen, hello. Oh, that's the link here. Hi, Tanya.
Hi, Tanya.
Lisa, hello.
Hi, Lisa.
Vera, hello. How are you? You definitely have a question. Well, feel free to ask. Again, that's what it's all
Hi,
about.
Sandra.
If you have a question, just throw it in the chat. If you can help another parent with the question, feel free to go for it. This is just our social gathering where, like I like to say, is grab you some snacks and get in your comfy chair and let's talk. Hey, Crystal. Oh, we have two Crystals. Hey, Crystal and Crystal.
Hi, Crystal.
Teresa says my son is now sleeping in his own bed. All right.
Nice.
Very
That's
good.
awesome. That's awesome. Hola. What is that? LD? How are you?
Hi,
Hey,
LD.
Barbara.
Hi, Barbara.
So how's it been going, everybody? Linda, how's things with you?
Emily's asthma finally came down with steroids. Mine
Good.
flared up last week. I think today's the first really good day. As the allergies and asthma are bad this year.
Oh, yeah, I can hear it in your voice. Too.
Yeah. At least
Yeah.
I can breathe, though. You should have heard me coughing and
Oh,
my goodness. Yeah, so I'm actually glad to be breathing today.
Oh, good.
How are
Mr.
you?
Charles?
Oh, I'm doing fine. Relaxing now. After Cynthia got up early this morning and went out with the literature cart, and then we went to our meeting and came home. I made jerk chicken for dinner.
Oh, chicken. Jerk chicken, you said?
Yeah, Jamaican jerk chicken. Yeah, a Weight Watchers recipe for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sounds good, though, even though it's a
Kate.
Weight Watchers. Hey, Kate. How's the housing, Kate? Everything good? I see you've been horseback riding. Sandra says, my question, Gianna is 6 and nonverbal, and she's being potty trained, but will be having foot surgery. How can I make the transition? Anything is helpful. Anyone have any suggestions? Let me get this.
Are you talking about transitioning into using the bathroom at the hospital, or, I'm not sure if we completely understand the question, the transition from what to what.
Yeah, a little more detail, Sandra. I'm still trying to figure it out. Okay. You're still trying to figure out the housing? Did you make some and how's the did you contact some lawyers about the job situation? Were you able to get in touch with an ADA lawyer? She says, yes, Mr. Charles.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, that's a good first step.
Because she's still having difficulty telling me she needs to go. She'll just use hand gestures instead of saying it. Okay.
Yeah, and you have to work with limitations. If she's nonverbal, she's probably not capable of saying "I gotta go potty," and so you have to watch for the hand gestures indicating that she needs to go.
Yeah, I would agree. Just um for transition, how can I make the transition? So she won't really be able to walk maybe for a couple weeks with the foot surgery.
Is that maybe what you're talking about when it comes to the word transition? There, word transition is what has us a little confused.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, exactly. A little more detail. And Kate says, yes, I made phone calls and no one is helping. Yes, I got in contact with one. He is pursuing SSG. You know what that is, Mr. Charles?
I'm not sure. SSG, yeah. What does that stand for? I don't know.
Okay. Hi, Alan. I'm trying to get my daughter to eat vegetables and I'm getting nowhere. How do I get her to eat them?
Well,
Suggestion.
you could try what I tried with my daughter, only it didn't work very well. I told her to put hair on her chest, and that didn't work very well. She would tell
Oh,
me
Mr.
that's what I'm
Charles.
afraid of.
You act like it was whiskey or brandy or something.
Maybe have you tried mixing the veggies with something she likes, maybe? Or maybe tasting one thing, one vegetable at a time, maybe
And
a
is it
more.
that she does yeah, and is it that she doesn't like the taste or she has not tried them? So, like, has she tasted them and so she won't eat them, or has she not tasted them? And I think either way, is to she eats a piece of vegetable and then you reward her with the fruit or something that she likes, and then alternate, I think. And then in time, maybe 2 pieces of vegetables and then a fruit, until you wean her off of the reward for it.
Yeah. Just seeing if there was anything new in anyone idea, and yes, no walking for 6 months. Karen gives a good suggestion. You can use pegs. That's a good
Yeah.
suggestion.
That is because, while some nonverbal kids, especially at age 6, you don't really know yet, but some stay nonverbal and some become verbal, way later on even, but you never know, so I think that PECS would be really good right now because it would give her a wider vocabulary of communicating with you.
Yeah. So yeah, great suggestion, Karen. Thank you. Oh no, no need to apologize. That's what
That's
we're
okay.
here. Hi, Vanessa. Hello. Has anyone
Hi, Vanessa.
child been prescribed clonidine? How does it work? Matter of fact, yes, my child. He's 16. He takes 2 a night, and it's a hit or miss right now because he's getting older. But yeah, it works pretty well. It depends on what your child was prescribed the clonidine for. My child was prescribed it for sleeping because of his sleeping issues, but it works really well. Well, like I said, it's a hit or miss some days. but for the most part, it works. But he takes that also along with trazodone to help him to sleep.
Oh, and that one is strong.
Yeah.
That's one Emily takes.
Mhm. Lisa says Alice is 6 and just recently is verbally saying potty. She was just turning 5 when potty training. She will be 7 in November. Okay.
Oh, that's good.
But at least she's saying potty. She's ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Stepping Stones Group, my job. Oh, you have
Oh,
a new job?
SSG.
Oh, he's
Remember
pursuing.
SSG?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's the job he's pursuing. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Well, then you do have help. I was confused because you said you didn't. No one would help.
Yeah, no one was helping, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Reward system. Okay. That's another suggestion for the transition for the foot surgery. Food therapy helped out Alice Zucchini. You can put in all kinds of breads. Okay, that's for the vegetables.
Yeah, that's one idea. Yeah.
Mhm.
Also, if your kid drinks smoothies,
Oh yeah, smoothies.
you can sneak spinach into those and, a few other things, but yeah.
Teresa says my son used the PEX book. That is what my son used hot for 7 years. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Karen. Great suggestion. She never tried them. She told me she doesn't like the color. Oh, she
Oh,
just doesn't.
okay.
Um,
And that's an issue for a lot of autistic kids is they don't want to eat foods that are certain colors. They only want to eat foods that are a certain color or a certain small range of colors.
let me start my coffee.
Okay. Um, hmm. What's PEX? It's it usually is in a binder and it's usually pictures. I mean, it's pictures or symbols on little tiny cards. And the kid can, so if they want a hamburger for lunch, they can point out hamburger. There's even a thing like say they open the binder, point to lunch, point to hamburger, and then point to juice. So that's the way that they communicate with you. It actually stands for Picture Exchange Communication System.
Okay.
So my son is 11 and is nonverbal, and he has really bad tantrums. Like he hits his brother and sisters, or hits his hands against the walls or scratches. How can I get him to calm down? I have tried ABA, but it's a wait. I have been waiting for a while, over a year.
Yeah, that's rough.
Hmm. Yeah, that's exactly what I would say is ABA. Is How old is he? He's 11. So he's in school, right? Does he have an IEP? Kate says she's on 100 milligrams of trazodone. My son takes clonidine at night to help him sleep during the night. Uh, Thank you, Sandra. Good evening, Danielle. I love Cecilia. He will outgrow the tantrums. My son used to throw tantrums. He's now 23 and nonverbal. That's good. Um, we had a rough time with Emily with tantrums and her getting physical like that. Um, and what we did was we did go through ABA, but we also had behavioral services at school on her IEP. So that's why I was asking if he has an IEP, he may be able to implement it at school. Okay, so yeah, look, if he has an IEP at school. You can call in the behavioral services there, and a behavioral tech and a behavioral he'll have a behavioral case there, and they'll work on it from that angle. My son is 14, and we are in a period of school refusals since end of January due to a disagreement with a student and teacher, and he does not want to return. Anything regarding school totally changes him. Ah. It was a disagreement between him and the teacher? Or a different student and the teacher? Simone picture board. Yeah, it's kind of as the book as the words or the text get more numerous, then the boards are in a binder, and then they have categories, and they have more selections. So I mean, they can say a whole lot. There's even PEC's uh, electronic devices, and it looks kind of like an iPad, and they have all the things on there instead of having the paper ones where they can pull the little card out and give it to you. Um, they have it on iPad. It looks like an iPad, and it'll speak when they push the word. You're welcome, Cynthia. Um, my daughter has my daughter her feet my daughter has a feeding problem, is almost severe. She only eats some food sometimes. I think she fears trying different foods. What will she eat?
I know even though I ate a variety of foods as a kid, I still was a very picky eater, and my mom gave me vitamins to specific targeted vitamin supplements so to compensate for the specific vitamins I was missing.
I can remember a time when DeAndre would only eat uh, ravioli,
Oh, that's
and
right.
we had to keep Chef Boyardee, to be specific. If it wasn't that, he wasn't going to eat, but we had to keep that in the house, and slowly, well, we got help through with the, ABA, and slowly, then it was the nuggets and the fries thing that, and he's still addicted to that. But now he eats as he got older, as he got older, and I guess all that energy he uses, he start adding more and more to his food variety. But yeah, for a long time he would only eat ravioli, Chef Boyardee. So yeah, I think adding things slowly, um, you know, maybe a piece here, give her what she likes, and then adding, a little bit at a time of something new. Where are we at?
At Elizabeth, right here.
Oh, you can try telling him, ouch, that hurts. And when he is ready to be social, to show you. Now, which one is this referring to?
Oh, she's referring to the 11-year-old who gets physical with his brother or sister, and he has many tantrums.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know in ABA what they told us was not to give her attention for it. Do not talk about it. Don't reward it with a reaction. So that's how we kind of did it. Like it had no effect. So we didn't even address it if it happened. We
Right.
didn't address it because of course that's what you could see her wait for the reaction as well.
Mm.
So the reaction was actually discouraged. It was hard though.
Yes, he has an IEP.
Yeah, and I did talk about that.
Oh, okay.
Behavioral services in school.
You can also say, ow, or you hurt me, or something, to make him realize he hurt you. And then once he's calm, positive redirection. Yes, he has behavior services at school.
So I guess the part would, does he not act like that at school? And maybe that's why, because he has behavioral services at school.
So he doesn't act like that at school, just at home? I
He
didn't
didn't,
catch.
yeah. She just said he has many tantrums and he hits his brother and sisters. But so that part is at home. But she didn't say he does it at school. So
Oh,
maybe
okay.
he does not do it at school. Yeah.
Or maybe working at school but not at home.
Be right back.
Yeah.
Be right back.
Okay. Uh, Alice has a sensory room access at school. She has behavioral plan with her IEP. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good thing to regroup. They can go in there and regroup. Chris has both. My granddaughter is just drinking the Pediasure shakes. That's all she drinks, no other food. She needs a lot of therapy. We live in Canada and she is waiting on the waiting list. It's so frustrating. The cost of therapy is $55 an hour. We do not have it here like you do in the United States. She has been on a waiting list for years. She's 5 years old.
Wow. Here in the United States, a lot depends on where you live. Some
Yeah.
people have ready access to therapy. Others, you've seen some horror stories here in the States. So a lot depends on where you happen to live.
Yeah, exactly. Some states are on it and and if you look online too, you'll see the states in the order of their services for autism, as they're ranked. But yeah, they're all states are not, yeah. Um, sorry to hear that. And it is good, at least she's taken that, but it will be great to get her once she gets into therapy.
Mhm.
Danielle says they did ABA and behavioral therapy. That's what we did with
Okay, that's
Emily.
good. Yeah.
Hey, Pam.
Hi, Pam.
Hey, Pammy. Hey, Danielle. I didn't see you sneak up in here.
Um, right now is ramen and chicken or pork chops for me and some veggies and rice.
Okay. Oh, that's all you'll eat? The ravioli with girl. And it had to
Yeah.
be Chef Boyardee, because if I tried to sneak, I don't care if I open the can and, you know,
He
warm it
knew.
up from another brand. He knew. He knew and wouldn't touch it.
So don't let the store be out of that brand. Yeah.
Right.
And
Right.
don't let the brand change the packaging either.
Right.
Oh,
I've read
yeah.
some stories about that, about
Yeah.
the child, one of the few foods he'll eat, and then the company changes the packaging, and now all of a sudden the kid won't eat it.
Yeah, like the cereal boxes.
Oh yeah. Chicken nuggets, goldfish, noodles, fried oatmeal, apples. Yeah. Yeah, you'll probably just have to add something slowly. I don't like ramen as soup. I just mix the packet with a little water and eat it like noodles. Okay. Hi, Simone. Any suggestions on getting my 23-year-old nonverbal son? He's having difficulty trying different textures of food. He chews meat and spits it out. Now, wouldn't that be a good thing for food therapy, Linda? The
He chews
textures.
it, right? So
Oh,
is having
chew meat.
difficulty trying different textures of food. He chews meat and spits it out. Although he's come a long way, He at one time only ate Wendy's chicken nuggets and strawberry milk and Oreos.
Okay.
If he chews it, I would have him continue doing it. And because first thing is to touch it with their hand, then touch it to their lips, then put it on their tongue, then put it in their mouth, then actually chew it. Those are all different steps. So, I mean, it could take weeks on each step, you know, or it could take minutes. But he's already at the chewing part. All he has to do now is swallow it. So, I would hang in there and just keep offering him different types of meat. And if he chews it, I think you're on the way.
Yeah. Progress.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's not anymore. I'm an RBT. That's how I know through the training I'm getting.
What's not
RBT is
anymore?
some kind of technician.
Yeah,
I
that's
know
for
it's not a
ABA.
robot.
But
I
what
know
is
it's
she
not
saying?
short for robot, so it must be some kind of technician. But
And what is she saying is not anymore?
I'm not sure what she's referring to. Actually, it's not anymore. I'm RB. Okay. I'm not sure. Which what are you referring to, Kate? Sometimes when mine were younger, I used to reserve the behavior on them.
reverse
Reverse.
it.
I'm sorry. Have a meltdown or a tantrum, then put myself in time.
Who said
That's a
this?
good one. That's a good one. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to go. Let me go and see if there's more to that because StreamYard won't show us the whole thing here. So let me see.
Unfortunately, there's a limit to how long the message can be and still all be shown on the screen here.
Oh,
And she's saying, I don't know if I should take legal something or other. I see the word legal starting, but I don't know where that goes from there. Take legal action.
yeah. Let me see if I can. I don't even see it on here. That's Celine overview. Okay, let's see if we can make this out. My son is 15 and nonverbal. My ex-husband has custody, but he has him on 3 different medications. 2 of those being trazodone and risperidone, which combining those 2 aren't good from what I've read. Also, him taking trazodone, his risperidone has been lowered from 2 milliliters to 1 milliliter. And a trazodone gives him bad side effects like breaking things and worse, throwing chairs at school. But off of trazodone, he's a perfect kid, but his father won't listen. And he's back on the trazodone again. Well, he listened to the doctors. I'm still trying to find the rest. What do you
So what
guys
she's saying, what
Oh,
she's
go
saying
ahead.
is that her son does okay on risperidone. That's doing good, but trazodone is the problem. And her ex-husband is giving him the trazodone even though it's causing problems. He's not listening to the fact that, hey, this is causing problems. That, well, the doctor prescribed it, so I should give it to him. But, you know, sometimes with some prescriptions, you gotta, legal action. Yeah,
Legal act. Okay. Yeah, well, maybe if you're going for legal action, will he won't listen to the doctors? If you have let the doctors know what's going on, um, yeah, but if you notice that, then yeah, definitely I would definitely talk to him about talking to the doctors. And you wonder why he won't listen. And if he's noticing the change in him.
The question is he not listening to you, or is he not listening to the doctors? Because maybe, I mean, if you're the one telling him these things, but the doctor is telling him something different, or all he's got to go on is what he last heard from the doctor, he may be believing what the doctor last told him and not what you're telling him. But if the doctor can tell him what you're telling him, then that may change the equation.
And then I think the other thing could be,
Hey,
is
Lori.
his father still giving it to him so that he will go to sleep? And then is he acting like that when he takes it, or is he acting like that the next day?
Right.
And so is his dad wanting to give it to him so that that he will still sleep?
Hey, Lori. Hey, Paulette.
Hi, Paulette. Hi, Lori.
I tried to have my son color with ketchup for eating. I'm assuming that's what that is. Oh, veggies or fruit for my son. Beefaroni. Okay. Oh, they know. Taste, textures, brand. Oh, yeah, definitely. They know. Ralph still likes it for lunch, except he likes beefaroni. Beefatoni.
Okay.
It's because you could tell the difference in the sauces. Some are spicy, some sweet. Thank you. You're welcome. Beefaroni. He only eats pepperoni pizza, McDonald's chicken nuggets, fried chicken, hot dogs is all he eats. Yep. That'll be another case because, like I said, my son is 16 and he would eat. First, it started off with just ravioli, and slowly but surely, as he got older, now he just about eats anything. But I would say, slowly add things.
Mm-hmm.
My
And when
son,
you
go ahead.
and when you add things, try to give them things that you are almost positive they will like.
Mm-hmm.
Your son likes to kiss his food.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I saw that.
That reminds me of a story. That reminds me of a story Dick Gregory told. Like Dick Gregory told, eating in a restaurant, going to a restaurant in the South and ordering chicken, and then 3 Ku Klux Klansmen told him, you can't eat here, boy. And his wife ordered the chicken. He said, well, whatever you do to that chicken, we're going to do to you. And so they bring the chicken to the table, and he bends over and kisses it.
Oh my goodness. So they just I used to have the same food problems with my daughter. Then I discovered juicing. I started juicing celery and add pineapples and green apples. Okay. Did that work? That worked out, I'm assuming. Practice, not perfection. Does anyone know how to apply for a DD waiver? What is a DD waiver? Anyone know?
I mean, DD sounds like Defense Department, but
DD waiver. Could you let us know a DD waiver?
Yeah, I mean, I know DD probably doesn't stand for Defense Department. It probably doesn't stand for dishonorable discharge either. So, in this context, just like ABA, until I heard of it in contact with autism, I always thought the only thing it stood for is American Bar Association. So you have these abbreviations that stand for more than one thing.
Thanks for the star, Simone. Thank you. Oh, they say it makes us very tired and very aggressive if taken during the day.
And that may be the key. And if he takes it at bedtime, that's one thing, but he should not take it during the day.
Yeah,
And
it's
take
actually
it during the day.
It's
That's the problem.
mhm. It's a sedative. Yeah, I
yeah.
don't think. I'm hoping. Yeah, I'm thinking that he's not taking it in the day. I know it does have some lingering effects in the next day, so I don't know. I was wondering if he's taking it at night. But yeah, Kate. Yeah, that's not a medicine you would take in the day.
Hmm. Tracy says, I have a suggestion about medication. Okay. Hi, Lori. How are you? Doing good. Doing good. It's been a
Yeah,
beautiful, beautiful day here in Detroit.
yeah. Cindy and I are doing fine here in Connecticut.
Same here in California, and we have a nice day today too. We're working in the garden today.
Oh, garden time.
Yeah, it's that time.
Yeah, it's supposed to be nice tomorrow. That's supposed to get a little chilly and some rain on Tuesday, and then no rain, but just chilly on Wednesday, and that's the day I'm going to New York, and then it's supposed to warm up again last part of the week.
Linda, I'll be right back. Take.
Okay, okay. Well, I'm lucky because Hunter eats his fruit and vegetables. He eats whatever I cook. That's really good.
That's good. Yeah.
hmm Emily used to do that. She used to eat everything except for sweet potatoes, and then gradually things fell off that list. Is he on it during the day? It is a bedtime medicine. It's for sleep. So I'm thinking he only takes it at bedtime, Kate.
I wonder if that boy's father is giving it to him at the wrong time.
Yeah, like I said too, I know it can have a lingering effect the next day. I know when I was on it, well, that's, I read a lot about it, but when I was on it, I did feel sluggish the next day, and maybe he's irritable because of that.
It also could be, though, an interaction of the risperidone, because she said you're
It
not
could
really
be.
supposed to take the two together, and that might be a
hmm
problem too.
And it could be some of the side effects that are listed under more serious, meaning that, when they react like that, it's a psychological effect, and you will want to address that. And maybe it just makes him feel that way. Um, my son likes to mix 3 different kinds of cereal, and he will put M&Ms inside his cereal with milk on, and he will eat it. Oh my
Oh, that's
goodness.
good.
What kind of
That's good.
cereals? My son's on trazodone and clonidine at night. Same as Nita's son. He's on the same thing. Um, what is ABA and DD? I don't know what DD is. I don't think anyone answered yet. I'm assuming programs. What do they stand for? ABA is, one second.
Applied behavioral analysis.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So what they do is they do behavioral. They try to teach your kids certain behavioral things, whether it's eating with a fork or uh, let me see. I'm trying to think of another one. Eating with a fork, maybe crossing the street safely, looking both ways, and each little task is monitored very strictly. That's why it's analysis. But they keep the records of everything, how many times they do it, how many times they don't do it, and every single thing is broken down and recorded. So it's a clear analysis. Uh, yes, Nita, I'm on trazodone 100, bedtime, hydroxyzine
That.
100. It works very well. I sleep very well. Hey,
Okay.
DD waiver developmental disability
I haven't heard.
Developmental disability. Okay.
waiver. Yeah,
Is that something to do with like Medicaid or something?
it sounds like it, huh?
Yeah.
Um, the only thing is I have a hard time waking up, but once I'm up, I'm fine. We got up to 80 degrees today.
It's been a beautiful day.
Now
Was 80
here,
degrees there warm?
Yes, it's been
Yeah.
beautiful. Oh my God.
we got up to 24. It's 20 right now.
24 Celsius.
That's right. Yeah, 24 Celsius. Yeah, the 20 Celsius now.
Yes, the juicing worked. I then started adding different vegetables and different fruits. However, I always use the pineapples and green apples to give that taste she's used to and love. Yeah, that's why I was saying smoothies, because the green smoothies, you could put apples in there and it sweetens the whole thing up. You can add
Mm-hmm.
carrots and spinach in there, and the carrots keep it sweet as well. I had all kind of stuff in there. Um, I'm doing okay, but rainy here where Lori is. We went to Houston as I'm in a special needs pageant, and we had the first meeting today. The show is 10/13/23. You're doing a lot, and
Very
yeah.
Right.
good.
hmm
Doing a
How many
lot with
weeks?
that
How,
baby.
yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, how many weeks along are you, Kate? Only at bedtime, but its effects really affect his emotions. He's 1 minute fine, then crying, emotional mess. Yeah, that's probably I would definitely talk to the doctor about that. You might even be able to get something else for sleep that doesn't react with him like that. And then maybe that's kind of like a compromise between you and your husband, and the doctor prescribes something new that
Mm.
might work the same.
Yeah, and it might be a interaction between the two medicines.
hmm
That's the problem here.
I offer different things to my son. If he says no, I put it to the side. He may try it later. He does not like the attention and excitement when he tries new foods.
Mm.
Yeah, that's it. We try to act so calm and not make a big deal, especially if she reaches
Right.
for something that is new, and we kind of just look at her like, oh my goodness, yeah, we try not to cause any, or if she says a new word or something like that, or a new question, we try really to do just like you, just calm down with the
Just be
excitement and
calm,
attention. Yep, just
calm
normal.
and cool.
Yeah, because she may not like a fuss being made over something.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hmm.
Hey, Chloe. She says, hey,
Hi,
families, I'm
Chloe.
here.
Hi, Chloe.
Are you
And
any
he
relation to
eats.
Al?
Oh, Capone.
I'm
um,
sure she's been
Apple,
asked that before.
Apple Jacks, Honey Nut Cereal, and Frosted Flakes. Oh my goodness, how does that not make him hyper? And then he puts M&Ms in it.
Yeah,
M&M.
Yeah, he
Wow.
puts
yeah,
M&Ms in there.
yeah. Those
Wow.
are sugar frosted flakes. Those are great.
You're
M&M.
welcome, Diane. hmm my son is 7, and his meltdowns have gotten more aggressive. He headbutted the corner of the door frame. How do I help him during meltdown so that he doesn't hurt himself? Uh, during a meltdown, definitely try to get him into a middle of a room, or somewhere on the bed, or somewhere where he's safe.
Right. Definitely where he's safe. And are you doing any behavior therapy with them to help with the meltdowns? I know it took us a while with DeAndre. We had to use the breathe in and count backwards from 10 when he goes through it. And if that doesn't work, I let him, go through his motions. He hasn't had a meltdown in a while, thank goodness. Knock on wood. But yeah, let him go through the motions, and let him be in his room and do his thing. If
hmm
the counting didn't work, and then I would go in my room, because his meltdown make me have a meltdown, because it's like.
Exactly.
But yeah, have you tried any behavior techniques through therapy? Melatonin works for mine. Yeah, I've tried with my son. It just it just didn't work. But that's good. That's a great natural alternative. Please tell me y'all are answering personal questions. I'm really open and need help about what to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Whatever
that's what it's
questions
all
you
about.
have.
Whatever question you have, we have parents in the chat. We have Mr. Charles, Linda, and I.
Yeah, and if we don't know the answer, somebody else in the group might know the answer. Um, by all means, ask away.
Is there anything else that's safer than Trazodone for sleep? That's the emotional roller coaster my son's on. Now, have you tried melatonin? I'm assuming you have if you got to the Trazodone for sleep. I don't know of any because different medications work differently on what works well for your child might not work for mine. So you can't really say what's safer. It's just more or less a trial and error sometimes.
Sleepy time herbal tea.
Okay, that's a good one. Herbal tea.
Yeah, sleepy time. Yeah.
Clarity X medication test. This test gives a peace of mind instead of having to play guessing games. Because of this test, it includes gene markers, and I discovered by researching the different markers that my son, who is 21, has slow COMT gene mutation. So this means he cannot take certain meds, certain supplements like vitamin E. He can, but it is advised he take tocotrienol.
Tocotrienol.
Okay. Also, he has to avoid EGCG, which is in green tea, and methyl supplements. This is so worth it. Also, we are doing, and then this one cuts off, Nita.
Let me see if I can. See if I can find this one. Yeah, StreamYard cuts you off right when you're at the end of it. I'm looking.
This is so worth it. And then also we are doing, I guess, and then where it goes from there.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. Let me refresh this. Yeah, it only gives us. Let's see. Turn this down.
So basically, I guess that's two. Selena and Love, that both of their kids were on trazodone, and I think it
Okay,
was
here
Love.
it is. Here it is. Also, we are doing genocide tests, which is specifically for antidepressants. These tests tells what works best for his DNA. I think the providers should stop playing guessing games on our loved ones and recommend these no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Especially because our kids can't always tell us side effects that
Right.
we can't see, and there might be some that we can't see. I am now
Not
for
far, about
about
14 weeks.
didn't you tell us before New Year's? Well, we're
Yeah.
in May, right?
Yeah, that was
Right.
December when we first heard.
Yeah. So what is that? 5, 6 months? 6 months times 4, 20, 24 months? I mean, 24 weeks.
24 months. She would
I
have
know.
had.
You imagine that? Yeah, it
Well,
should be 6.
if you got pregnant in December, now it'd be about 20 weeks roughly.
Yeah. Yeah, we knew before the new year.
Yeah,
How'd that ultrasound go?
I
Please
really,
respond. Need both of your help. Add me, please. Um,
I am about to. I usually add in. Just give me a couple minutes, Chloe.
I don't drive. Rob does the driving. I'm all good here. I have my support. No excitement. Is that what that says? Wait, oh, goodness, lost the thing.
Uh,
It does not spin him at all.
Really? I think she's talking about the M&Ms in his cereal. Doesn't
Oh,
get him hyper or anything.
wow.
Hey, Sonia.
Hey, Sonia. How
hey,
are you?
Sonia.
How's Queen doing? Uh-oh, we lost Mr. Charles. The behavior therapy he was in just made him really wow. Uh-oh. There you go.
Okay. Yeah, for some reason I went out for the moment. Yeah.
I am an RBT. I still get ABA at home with my things we're going through. It works. What about soothing voice? Hey, Tanya, how are you?
Hi, Tanya.
Paulette says, my son is 8 and high function, talks and function as a regular child, but has constant meltdowns. He seems to be going backwards as if he's like a 5-year old. He gets 4.0 every semester, a 4.0 every semester. He's a brain act, but whines a lot. What should I do?
And it's common to see this kind of inconsistencies in kids on the spectrum. That's why this, talking about emotional age or brain age, you have to take that with a grain of salt because it's you can't really you know kids are at different levels and different things. And one thing again, maybe some of it might be frustration over not being able to fit in with other kids. I know for me, all of my aggression at home was driven by that, and jealousy over my sister because she could make friends so easily. That was, for me, those were the things that drove my aggression at home. He whines a lot, and
Mm.
the meltdowns again. Maybe caused by sensory issues. I don't know. It depends on what's causing the meltdowns.
Yeah, yeah, it just depends on what's triggering. Um,
Ashwagandha, ain't
yeah,
never heard of it.
that's in the blue bottle, right? The blue chewies. Forgot who is that? Goldie. I seen some of that in CVS.
Yeah, it comes in capsules too.
Oh, okay.
And it's usually for anxiety and it does calm you. It made me really sleepy though, so I guess that's what she's saying. Yeah, and Danielle says, has anyone tried that?
Okay.
Yeah, it made me
They
sleepy, I
work.
think, the whole next day too.
Wow.
So, I mean, it'll put you to sleep.
Ashwagandha. That's a new thing I
Melatonin
learned about.
knocks mine out in 10 minutes. Wow. Well, that's good. That works for you. That's good. Okay, everybody. Probiotic, biotic gummies with ashwagandha. Okay. Okay, everybody. I'm sorry. I'm feeding my face. I'm about to put the link in. We are at our last few minutes. This is anyone is welcome to come on up. If you got something you want to ask, if you want to share some words of encouragement. If you have a business, anything to do with autism, you are more than welcome to come on up and share. Um, you have a event coming up, you are more than welcome. If you just want to come up and say hi to everybody, you are more than welcome. I just put the link in the chat. We got off melatonin because I was at 60 milligram. It wasn't work at the dose. That's why I'm on trazodone and hydroxine.
You
Recently,
take those when you're pregnant?
oh yeah, that's kind of strong.
Both of those are really strong. And I
Yeah.
know they're not recommended during pregnancy.
Uh,
Because I took both of those. Hydroxyzine is like Benadryl, but it's stronger. It's called Vistaril.
you're taking both of those, Kate, right now? Kate?
And Kate,
Hold on, something's going on with my system. Give me a second.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, and right now I'm both on them. My doctor is saying that they're safe as of right now. But we're soon to be weaning off everything, so I'm trying to get my anxiety under control before I have to wean off.
Yeah, at 14 weeks, that would seem kind of dangerous for the baby.
Yeah,
I
I
would,
think that. Yeah, sorry.
You know,
Yeah, I
I'm
think
following.
it's
I have
the
my
first.
doctor following me every step of the way, and he's recommended everything, and I'm following my OB's orders. Everything is being worked through with both pediatrician and the OB.
okay.
You got a
All right.
pediatrician already?
Girl, I have been with a pediatrician. I'm at Morgan's Wonderland. I go to
I
the
mean,
all
for you or
accessible.
for the baby?
No, I'm not a pediatrician because of my special needs. I go to pediatrics, so
Okay.
I never went to a GP. Every time we've tried, it never worked, and I don't want to do it anymore. So,
So what are they going to do with the baby? Because usually they send you out of pe-
no, they're gonna see me and the baby because they're fine with that. They said as long as I continue to be at Morgan's Wonderland, it's not an issue.
Okay.
I think I told you guys, but there's something called the Multi Assistant Center in San Antonio. It's Morgan's Wonderland. It's a building for all medical necessities for all ages,
Okay.
and that's where I'm at right now.
Okay. Okay.
Still trying to figure out this right situation, but I'm finding some houses on the opposite side of town that are a little bit cheaper and a little bit nicer. So I think we're gonna put an application in and probably move out of here because Rob doesn't like how far southeast this is away from everything. So we're probably gonna end up moving to the other side of the city. So I've got some things in my mind going. So things are getting a little bit better, a little bit calmer.
Okay. So
And now
Chloe,
I'm just dealing with the puppies, the 5 anxious puppies.
okay. Chloe says, please help. My 13-year-old son is on the spectrum, but because he's considered high functioning, verbal, smart, alert, etc., the school is trying to say my baby no longer needs SPED. Now, now academically, I agree. He can absolutely do all the work, but his
Oh no,
line of the spectrum is more social emotional. He's friendly but awkward, introverted, and kids are mean. And then I go left. Please help.
I would go to the board of IEP, the special ed sped department, and I would schedule an appointment or a meeting with them and have a sit down between general ed and sped and see why they're saying that he no longer needs it. And then if they both don't come to an agreement, then there should be another meeting that they come to a final ultimatum where, either he's going to receive services still in sped and I mean in gen ed, or he'll not receive services at all. But when I was that age, my mom continued to have me in sped throughout. When I was mixed in with gen ed, I would have a teacher just follow me to every classroom throughout the whole day, and she would help with what I needed. She would walk us to the next class, but I was still in gen ed, but I was also in sped at the same time.
Okay. Anybody else been through this? With going through the high functioning and no longer needs SPED. Now,
I guess I guess I would ask if she's talking about SPED, is she talking about a SPED class?
or the whole.
Like,
Oh,
like what is she wanting? Because his classes will have to be
What are you
gen
guys
ed,
doing?
but
Hold on for a second.
as far as being in a classroom, I don't know if that's what she's saying for social and emotional support. But where
mhm.
would he get his academics, right?
Right,
Then his
exactly.
academics might be lacking, yeah. So it might be where he should be. I don't know.
Hello.
Yeah, so if anybody else in the chat, if you guys can chime in. Hey, Teresa, how are you?
Good. Actually, I'll be going through that when David starts 7th grade. He's going to
Okay,
be in gen ed for 3 classes and 3 classes for actually 2 classes for special ed.
okay.
So,
So
and
that's
he's going to
good.
have a
So he
teacher with him at all times.
So he's
so
got
that's
the split.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
And that's how some of the kids in Emily's class have that, where they go out for electives, where they go out for, say, just a different class, maybe math or something, but the
Uh-huh.
main class is the special ed class. But if they that's why I'm wondering, if he's in all gen ed classes, when would sped come into play?
Yeah. And
Because in junior high, he's doing science and history and computers and also regular PE. So he'll have a teacher with him for those classes
oh, okay.
at all times.
Okay.
Because that's how it is in elementary school right now too. He has a teacher
Have a
with him.
split. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Paulette says, I don't give my son any meds. He's so used to melatonin. He don't need it anymore. He automatically falls asleep. Now that's good. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
I
That
will give
is.
it to him if he had a prior now. Okay. Well, that's awesome, Paulette. Hi, all morning here in Australia. My son is 11, high functioning, and is very
Uh-oh.
interested in lighting fires. Uh-oh. We have had a bad one that he lit in his room at 6 years old. Was lucky to put it out before the whole house went
David,
up.
David,
He has done a
come on.
few
Why don't you say hi to Bruce?
concert. He has done a few.
Maybe meant they say since then, and Smart Correct got her on that.
Oh, okay. I have tried him talking to the fire brigade, but he still seems interested in it. Is there something you could recommend? I haven't been through that. So, anyone else? Anyone here in the chat?
You say hi to
Um,
Hey.
Hi, how are
This is
you?
my son David, you guys.
Hi.
Oh, hi,
Hi, David.
Hi.
hi,
Okay.
Teresa and David.
Okay, you go now. I want him
Anyone
to
have
hi to you
any
guys.
suggestions for a child who who is infatuated with lighting fires?
That's a good
So
one.
for me, I used to do that when I was little. I would like to light all the candles out of nowhere and like play with it. And I didn't realize it was going to hurt until the wax burnt me for the first time. So after that, I kind of got my senses and I said, okay, this is not a safe choice. And I stopped doing it, but I was also in ABA therapy for some of that stuff and also regular therapy. So both of those helped me learn, like, what's safe and what's not safe. And I also had a visit from the fire department when I was little, teaching me what's safe and what's not. So that was really beneficial. So maybe something like that of like, sitting down and talking through, maybe having a firefighter come over and sit down and say, hey, don't play with fire because it can lead to A, B, and C, or, D, E, F, and G. We just want to be safe. Maybe talking through that with them would help and, seeing where it goes from there.
Okay.
By the way, just the attention was away from the group for a minute there because I went and ordered some ashwagandha for myself. See, where it says Cindy has noticed, I've noticed, my daughter has noticed too, that I've been twitching more lately than I had been all along, and so I'm thinking maybe ashwagandha may help me. I don't know. I ordered in the smallest bottles that comes in, so if it works, great. If it doesn't work, I won't have wasted a lot of money.
Well, that's awesome. She's cooking. Awesome.
That's very good.
That is awesome.
That is really good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I learned to cook when I was growing up. And it's helped me throughout my life. And today I cook most of the meals for Cindy and me. So,
My son loves to cook.
He likes to cook too.
Yes, he does.
that's really good. Grilled cheese, sausage, fried hot dogs. All right.
But he does a lot of his cooking inside the air fryer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he's doing something.
Oh yes.
Well, that's healthier too.
Okay, everybody, we are at the end. Well, we're past time. So I'm going to give everybody an opportunity to say some last words, encouraging, motivating, whatever you like to say or share. And we won't be here next Sunday, because of Mother's Day, but we will return the following Sunday.
And I know the 21st I will not be on here. This is my
Okay.
birthday party.
Oh, awesome.
12.
12 years old. Wow.
We're doing a / graduation party for him.
Okay, that's awesome, Teresa.
Okay, well, that's nice. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Linda, you want to start us off?
I just hope everybody has a good week. I hope there was a few kids that weren't eating very well. I hope that they can pick up new foods, and I hope that our kids are sleeping well. And I hope that everyone comes back next Sunday, share resources and advice to one another, and that's what it's all about.
Mr. Charles?
Everybody have a good next 2 weeks. See you all after that. And again, we look forward to seeing everybody. And I learned something that is beneficial for me, that may be beneficial for me. We'll see how it goes, but that ashwagandha might help me.
Yeah, you never know.
So we'll see.
And Augie, is that how you pronounce that? Just reach out to us and let us know. Let us know when.
We would love to hear from you.
We'd love to hear from you. Good night. I think my son. Applied behavior analysis. It's a therapy that helps your kids do a lot of stuff like life skills, behaviors. It just depends on what type of plan you have set for them. But we'll have to explain that a little more. I think Linda explained. Did you explain that a little earlier?
She did, yeah. It should be in the replay.
Okay. Okay, everybody. So until next time, I hope you all have a great evening. And that's it. We'll
Bye,
see.
guys. Have a great week. Do great things, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Each and every one of you.
Bye.